Okay, let me erase this. So the opposite of 3 to the 0 power. 3 to the 0 power would be 1. The opposite of 1 would be -1. And then negative 7/3 to the 0 power would just be 1. And then the opposite of 12 to the 0 power. 12 to the 0 power would be 1. The opposite of 1 would be -1. And then, let me erase this. And then the next one is the opposite of 7/4 raised to the -2 power. So what that means is anytime I have a negative exponent, I have to rewrite it as the opposite of 1 over 7/4 to the 2nd power. And we really don't need the parentheses because the fraction is positive on the bottom. So now I need to do, you can leave the parentheses, 7/4 times 7/4. So 1 over 7/4 times 7/4. And we're going to take the opposite of that in a minute. So 7/4 times 7/4 would be 1 over 49/16. And then we're going to take the opposite of that. But before we take the opposite, we need to simplify. 1 divided by 49/16, which is 1 times 16 over 49, which would be 16 over 49. And then we don't forget that we have to take the opposite of positive 16 over 49, which would be negative 16 over 49. Lots of steps there. The main thing is don't take the opposite until you get to the very end. And then the last one. -8/3 to the -4. So the first thing we need to do is rewrite this with a positive exponent. So we're going to do that by moving the 8/3 to the denominator. And now the exponent will be +4. So we're going to do 8/3 times 8/3 times 8/3 times 8/3. Or 8 to the 4th and 3 to the 4th. The top number is going to be really big. I'm too tired to do that by hand. Okay, I should have known that. So on the bottom you get 4,096 divided by 81. And so what we'll do is do 1 divided by 4,096 over 81, which would just be 81 over 4,096. Oh, I forgot that these were negatives. So you have a negative times a negative, which would be a positive. And then you have another negative times another negative, which would be a positive. So your answer will be a positive. If the exponent is even on the outside, your answer will always be positive. If the exponent is odd on the outside, your answer would be negative, unless there's an opposite sign out here, and then you would have an extra step and take the opposite of your answer. But there's not an opposite sign here.